Welcome to the Medical Staff Voice Live. I'm Dr. Stan Frosweig, Chief Medical Officer at Community Memorial Health System, and I'm joined today by Dr. Scott Chikoda. His specialty is cardiothoracic surgery. Welcome, Dr. Chikoda. So nice to meet you.
Oh, very nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me here.
You're sure welcome. This is a great opportunity for our medical staff and community to learn who you are and what your practice is like. So as a result, we're going to do a few questions to give us some enlightenment and an understanding of you and your specialty. First of all, tell me about yourself. What brought you to Ventura? Where did you train? Where are you from?
Right, so, I'm from New York originally, grew up in New York City. I was living out there, and I went to college out there, and then went to medical school at the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. My mom was Irish, and we spent a lot of time in Ireland, and I was kind of planning to stay in Ireland, but then while I was out there, I made some change of heart, decided I wanted to do surgery, so came back to the United States. I went to Columbia for general surgery, and then got a cardiac surgery fellowship out at UC San Diego. Was there for a couple of years, and while I was out there finishing my fellowship, I found this job up here with Dr. Bushnell and Dr. Wan, and I'm really happy to be up here.
Well, we're really happy to have you here because we have such an active cardiothoracic program, and God knows Dr. Bushnell and Dr. Wan needed a little bit of backup. So thanks for being here. So what made you choose Ventura over all the other places you've been, including Ireland? Well,
so I had a pretty, actually, when I was in my surgery training, I actually did a pretty heavy, actually did an extra year as an extra fellow, as an ECMO fellow. When I transferred to UC San Diego, I was actually planning on going into transplant and going down that whole line. Which would be just living in a hospital and going to some big academic center. And to be honest, I didn't really think that was for me. And my wife, after many conversations, and we have a young daughter, and I decided that it was more important to have a good work-life balance. I'm an avid surfer. I do a lot of outdoors things. I run, hike, all that kind of thing. And my wife is actually from Camarillo, so we were kind of looking to stay in Southern California, but I really didn't want to stay in. I didn't want to get a job in some place like a huge city like LA. Was looking for someplace a little bit smaller, and this came up, and I was really, really, really excited to check this out. So,
well, I'm glad you decided that. We lucked out as well. You mentioned ECMO, and that's such an important, and has been particularly during COVID, an important phenomena. I know you've assisted us in helping on some of those cases that have required ECMO, and we've gotten new ECMO equipment.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, the ECMO was brought around by, I think, in large part with Dr. Wan and Dr. Bushnell. They had, and then also in conjunction with the pulmonologist, I think that everybody wanted to have some extra device here. And since I've been here, actually, the first thing I did my first day, about 20 minutes after getting my badge, was put someone on ECMO. So COVID has definitely required a lot of ECMO and a lot of big centers to take a lot of extra ECMO patients. And we actually just had a patient that we had on ECMO here for almost a month because there were no centers that could take them, and I think we managed it very successfully.
I think it's impressive that we've watched the transition of cardiothoracic surgery. We've had a program here for 40 plus years, and so it's a well-established program, and our statistics, as I'm sure you can attest to, are really excellent in the care that we provide our patients.
Yeah, the statistics here are actually phenomenal, which is one of the things that makes me a little nervous coming in here, because it means I have to be pretty much perfect to keep those statistics the same. And I'm hoping that I can do that.
Well, we have every confidence you'll step right up. I'm sure of that. Well, what age groups, I'm kind of curious about this, do you treat? Are you mainly adult? Do you treat children at all?
No, primarily adults. That's been my focus throughout cardiac surgery training, has been adult. Yeah.
Good. And your practice is located where?
It just across the walkover bridge on North Brent Street.
That's not much of a commute then.
No, it's pretty pretty quick.
Very good. Well, you were kind enough to advise us of your hobbies, your interests outside of medicine as well. And so that helps us understand a little bit more about you. Another way we learn a little bit more about you, which is kind of the fun segment we always tag on, called This and That. And it gives us a little bit of insight. So here come the questions. Which would you hate to give up? Your cell phone or your television?
Oh, wow. I think my cell phone. I think I'd have a hard problem
Okay.
giving that up.
Superpower. Be invisible or read minds?
Oh, be invisible. Yeah. I don't really want to know what everybody's thinking.
That's a prevailing phenomenon I've noticed with many of our interviewees. So as a spirit animal, would you prefer to be a lion or an eagle?
Oh, wow. I think it'd have to be lion.
For you. If you had to choose one food to subsist upon for the rest of your life, would it be tacos, hamburgers, or pizza?
Tacos. 100% tacos.
I love that. Which is your preference, laundry or doing dishes?
Oh, doing laundry. Oh, yeah.
And your interests, be a professional race car driver or professional ping pong player?
Oh, wow. I think I'd be a professional ping pong player. That'd be pretty cool.
I agree. And what do you prefer, calling or texting?
Texting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So winter or summer?
Winter.
Wow. When traveling, window seat or aisle seat?
I like the window seat.
Nice. Okay, finally, kind of another special talent. Would you prefer a time machine or a magic wand?
A magic wand.
Hey, now we understand so much more about you. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your answers and the contribution you make to our community with your specialty.
Well, thank you very much for having me. Really
Sure,
appreciate
welcome.
it.